Hello, my name is Sydney Wilder, and I chose to use the Blabberize technology tool. So that's found online at blabberize.com. Blabberize is a tool used to add audio to a picture. So the way that you do this is you upload a photo and then you add a mouth to the picture. So essentially what you do is you add audio and the mouth talks in accordance with what you're saying. So it looks like the picture is talking. The way this can be used is content can be introduced via photo of a person, an animal, objects, etc. It's basically anything, any picture that you can think of. As I looked through the Blabberize website, I found multiple examples of Blabberize videos. There was one with George Washington explaining how he became president, and there was another Blabberize video that had a picture of an elbow with a mouth talking about how elbows can be injured and what to do about that. So it's really just about how you want to use it. Ease of use with Blabberize, it is pretty easy to use. It's a step-by-step process and it's simple and easy to figure out. There's lots of help steps to use. It is a little bit hard because you have to upload a picture from your computer. You can't get it from the internet. So that's an easy fix because you just download the picture from the internet to your computer and then upload it back to Blabberize. The other thing that I found a little bit hard was making the mouth shape. I found that I needed a little bit of practice making it, but as soon as I figured out how to use it, it was really easy and simple. The recording is also easy to figure out because there's a microphone, an upload button, and a phone recording option, so there's lots of versatile options. But it's really easy to use because you can either upload or you can just record it right there. It's easy for students just because it's simple and easy to figure out. Some of the ways you can use it with curriculum, you can pretty much use it with anything you could possibly think of. I saw lots of examples on the Blabberize website of teachers using it for history, for literacy, even for science, and even for math. So some of the examples I came up with was having a historical figure introduce him or herself, so maybe having a picture of Abraham Lincoln talking about the time that he returned money to somebody who left it in his store. Another example I thought of was for literacy, having an author read his or her story to the students. So maybe uploading a photo of Shakespeare and having him read one of his sonnets to the students. Finally, for science, I came up with an idea where you could have an object explain how it's made or how it functions. One way to do this is you could have a picture of a volcano and add a mouth and have the volcano talk about in first person what makes it erupt. So for my sample project, I went through the whole process of creating a Blabberize. So first you upload the photo, as I've stated before, from your laptop. You can choose any photo you want. It doesn't search for the mouth on its own. You put the mouth where you want it. That's second, so you draw the mouth exactly where you want it. And then third, you record or upload your audio. After that, you publish your video. And so here is my video.
Hello, my name is Sacagawea. When I was 16 years old, a group of white men came by our village and built a fort. The leaders of that group were named Lewis and Clark. They were tasked by President Jefferson to come and explore the Missouri River and then make it to the Pacific Ocean and come back and tell him about what they had found. They took me along as a guide.
Okay, so that's just one example of how to create a sample project. You can use it, as I said, for lots of different things. I found that it was good for social studies in this way because you can use Sacagawea to talk about the Lewis and Clark expedition. Some of the strengths of this app are that you can add audio to virtually any picture you want. Volcanoes, elbows, different people. You can even add it to pictures of machines. It's really up to you and how you want to use it. Also, one of its strengths, you can use the microphone, recordings from your computer, or you can even use your phone. So it's really nice because you have a lot of different options and a lot of different ways to put audio in. It's easy enough for young children to use. having the strength of step-by-step instructions is really nice because it makes it easy for students to understand, and after they've done it once, they pretty much can do it by themselves after that. It's a good way to introduce topics through video. It's even a good way to review, I think. So those are just some of the strengths. Some of the weaknesses, as I've stated before, you can only use photos uploaded from your computer and not from the internet. So I think that's a little bit frustrating, especially if you don't have the photo already. It's not a hard process, but it just makes it a little bit frustrating. Also, another weakness, it can be a distraction for students creating them. I feel like watching the mouth as they record would be far more engaging to some students than it would be to create the product, which can be resolved just by management, but that is something that needs to be addressed, I think, when you have them do it. Some similar web tools, there's Go Animate. That's a website that allows you to add voice and audio to animated characters and create a video. It's just kind of the same thing, except with Go Animate it's more of the movement. The characters all have movement, whereas with Blabberize it's just the photo and the mouth is the only thing moving. Another web tool that's kind of similar is the Shuttersong app. It's a new app that allows you to add voice or song audio to a picture. It's an emerging photo site, but I think it would be useful as a tool just because you can add what students have said to photos of them that you've taken in class, and you can use it to review different things. So I think that's really powerful. So that is it for my presentation. Blabberize is a great tool and I was very intrigued by it and I will definitely be using it in my classroom. Thank you.